Hello, everyone. Almost forgot to bring my mic over here. Hold on, I might need to this. Yes, welcome back, everyone. Off to play The Sims 3 again. Just gonna start things up. Wait till more people come in, and yeah, hopefully we'll all have fun. Still in my makeshift setup here, but hopefully very soon, or by next stream, I mean. Hopefully by next stream I'll have a more ideal setup going on. But for now, I think this'll do. As long as you can see my face and see the gameplay, I think that's pretty good. Okay. Gonna load this up. I'll get this on screen here. And there we go. Take a couple minutes to load up, but that's fine. That's fine. All right. Things are looking good here. Maybe the audio, desktop audio should be up a bit. We'll see. Okay. Last left off here. Kind of feel like making more Arthur characters though, so we're going to go to Edit Town. We'll save just in case. I mean, not like we did anything, but might as well make a habit of it. Right? Right. While we're here, might as well, whoops. Might as well put some cheats in. Alright, we're gonna make the two most annoying characters in Arthur, aka Muffy and Francine, because why not? Why not? Like it or not, they're still major characters in the series, so why not? Hold on, just checking stuff out here. Okay. Hello, Red Hot Maki! Welcome! I just got started things up, and I thought we'd make Muffy and Francine. I know they are the two most annoying characters in the series, but, you know, why not? Also, my headcanon is that, or at least for this run, is that Muffy's dad went to prison for fraud and money laundering because how the hell else could he have made so much money just by being a used car dealer? So her dad went to jail. They lost all their money, so now she's living with Francine, trying to make it by. Yeah, spoiler alert. That's I think that's what actually happened at the end of Arthur. Is that her dad went to prison and he lost all their money, so yeah. I mean, come on, there is no way that Mr. Crosswire made so much money just by being a used car salesman, even if he did own his own business. Okay, yeah. We're not gonna be too picky in terms of appearance. As we all know, all the Arthur characters have fairly simple looks to them, so we're not gonna worry too much about making it look exactly like a real human or whatever. Being a car salesman can do that sometimes. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out Mr. Crosswire killed a man at least once. I'm just saying. Okay. She's got kind of reddish brownish hair. Don't she? I think it is a bit darker though, maybe. Maybe like this more. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I remembered to put in that name correctly. Okay, yeah. Sometimes it just takes a bit. Yes, thank you very much for both. Like I said, this is just a bit of a makeshift setup for now. But hopefully by next stream I'll have something more ideal. And yes, yay for finally finishing that damn asset missing with the ice creams. Now I've got two asset routes completed. Maybe. Trying to get a hairstyle that's fairly fashionable. And also polished. Yeah, something like this. This is just for everyday wear, after all. Okay, okay. Yeah, we'll go for this for now. Green eyes. I'll go with green eyes for now. Definitely want Muffy all dolled up, even for an everyday look. Blush. Looks good. Looks good, I think. Yeah. Oops, lipstick. Guess we could make the mouth a little bigger. 'Cause why not? Okay, everyday wear. Gotta get something chic, right? Chic, not shabby. That's what we're looking for. Nah. Not this time. Maybe. I don't know. Hmm. Uh-huh. This isn't too bad, but we'll keep scrolling through. Just to get an idea of all our options. Then... Oh. I don't know about this one. Where can we see? Okay. Don't want to be spending too much time here. But, you know, why not take our time, right? This might be good. Alright, this doesn't look half bad. We'll take a quick glance at some other things, though. Okay. I think this one's starting to look the part. Yeah, we'll go with, you know what, we'll just go with this. See if we can't adjust the hue a bit, though. Yeah, this is nice. Bit more purple as opposed to maroon. Shoes. I'll get some more matching shoes. Not bad, but don't know if that's... I think these are good. Okay. These earrings aren't a bad choice, but let's see what else we've got. Yeah, we'll stick with this. Time for formal wear. Definitely want something glamorous with this. Maybe. What looks good? That's not bad, I think. Yeah, we'll go with this. These are some fitting shoes and gloves as well, so let's stick to it. Sleepwear. Okay, what's some good sleepwear, eh? Yeah, let's hope no one spills their drink on it, or else there will be hell to pay for sure. This looks good. Sleepwear. Athletic wear. Okay. Oh, I don't want these dangly earrings for athletic wear. And we'll save this to the bin, because why not? This might be good to get, but I'll see. I'll see what's good looking. I don't know about that. Hey, maybe? Or... You know what, sure. Why the hell not? Again, not with these earrings, though. Probably not a good idea to wear earrings at all when swimming, I feel. But you know Sims logic. Okay. Hmm. Nice jacket. Seems good to me. Let's get some appropriate boots. And should we let's get some appropriate gloves. Scroll all the way down. Alright, looks good, looks good. Okay. We'll start from scratch here. Okay. Okay, so despite her dad going to prison and losing all their money because of that, she's still rather snobbish. Cause old habits die hard. Probably also likes to fancy herself as proper. What else? Even an all grown up, yeah. Yeah, I feel like Muffy would retain some of her more snobbish habits. Let's see what else we can get. I wonder if Muffy could be considered avant-garde. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say she's rather avant-garde. It's a rather critical eye, you might say. What else looks good? Let's see. Yeah, I'd say she's dramatic for sure. Also rather frugal. Well, stingy's more like it, but close enough. Okay. He becomes a politician, so... I believe it's called Leader of the Free World. There we go. Favorite color, purple. Color of royalty. Of course. Musical music. Okay, what's Sounds good. We'll save you to the sim bin. Just in case. Now it's time to make Francine. Also make her cat Nemo. Because who doesn't love cats? Whoa. That is quite an outfit. Okay. Yeah. You know, you gotta wonder how they're still friends after all the shit they put each other through. And that was a pretty sick burn, I'll give her that. This isn't a bad Francine look. At least for a base. Let's see if I spelled that right. SKY. Apparently. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good base for our Francine. Give her a bit more muscle since I figure even if she's not a professional athlete, she probably still likes to work out or at least be physically active. So we'll give her a bit more muscle. Not necessary. I don't know if necessarily a ton, but, you know. Okay. This cabinet, yeah, I do remember that. This cabinet has a secret pull-out drawer for all your special little things. NDW being the fucking brat that she is just goes, so? Like, man, fuck you, DW. The man's trying to be nice. He doesn't need your shit. Okay, anyways. Don't know if I'm able to find a Francine hairstyle like it was in the, finale. But we'll see. I mean, this is close. So maybe. This could be good. Keep that in mind. Of course, Francine became, from what I understand at least, he became a business owner of a sportswear company, it seems. Kind of like Nike, if you will. That's pretty cool. She was still able to do something athletics related. Yeah, all grown up hairstyle. Honestly, this is decently close. Actually. This ain't too bad, so we'll stick with it. We're sticking to it. Okay, let's see. Eyelashes? Can I do? I forget. Can I do something with eyelashes? Wait, is it in hair? Yeah, there we go. We'll make them a little. We'll make them a little shorter. Yes, I am indeed making Francine and Muffy. I just completed as well. And in my headcanon for this game, Muffy's dad got arrested and put in jail for money laundering because how the hell could he have been so stinking rich just from being a used car salesman, even if he doesn't own his own business? So, yeah, Muffy, Crosswire's dad lost all their money, so now she has to room with Francine for the time being. Makeup, eyeshadow. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Crosswire is one of those assholes. Hoarding all the bread for himself. See if I can't go for a more natural look. But yeah, I was saying earlier too, I would not be surprised if Mr. Crosswire killed a man at least once in his life. This is some nice eyeliner. Yeah, the Blizzard episode. Gonna try to see if I couldn't make something similar to the outfit she wore in the series finale of Arthur, which I guess you could say is almost a business chic looking. Granted, you could argue that's her more professional wear, but I think something polished yet polished and chic was fitting for an adult Francine. Although it was funny in that dream sequence of Arthur when he's all grown up and he's 18 and has a 5-year-old kid. And it's Muffy is his wife. But yeah, I mean, here, I'll show Muffy real quick. I did make things a bit different from Muffy. But yeah, I guess it's just whatever tickles my fancy. But hopefully they're still recognizable enough. And now I have not watched Samurai Champloo. Where were we? Close, yes. Oh yeah, I guess whatever tickles my fancy regarding character design. But hopefully they're still recognizable enough. This isn't bad, but we'll see what else. Just checking on things here. Do I believe Muffy could, go to Ivy League only to flunk out? I mean, it's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if her dad ended up pulling a few strings so she got on by through nepotism. But, you know, she doesn't actually have the talent or skill to back it up, so she does flunk out. You know how it goes. These are cute, but not what we're looking for at the moment, I think. That's... just a color. Yeah, bribe the dean. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, like I said, how does a guy get that rich just by selling used cars? Even if he does own his own business and said business is really successful. Like, there's gotta be something else going on there. Like, he owns a freaking manor that a feudal lord would have practically, so... what's up with that, right? So some of these are cute, but not quite what I'm looking for. Right, we'll go into the, full outfits. Okay, yeah, we'll just see what the, outfit sets have that might be good. Francine currently looks like that one coworker who takes things from the break fridge just because it has no note on it. You know what? Yeah, currently she is giving that kind of vibe. Currently, but... we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I can find something a little different. Then again, maybe she'll still look like that. I like how in that one episode of Arthur, like I said, when he was having that nightmare, well, dream nightmare where he has a kid, he's somehow surprised that he also has a wife. And that's even before he realized it was Francine. Yet Mr. Ferensky does indeed have a very important job. Granted, I don't really know their exact financial status, to be honest, because garbage men make a pretty good living. So maybe they just choose to live below their means. There's plenty of people out there who can't, like back in the day at least, who could afford cable but just chose not to. And we'll go back to the tops and bottoms. Yeah, I don't know. I thought... yeah, I don't know what Renzi's mom does for a living, so that's another thing. So yeah. She might work. Oh, she might work. Or... you know, she might be a stay-at-home mom, co-maker. Really don't know. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not quite sure how much. I'm not quite sure if a garbage man salary, how much that would cover for a stay-at-home mom and 2 kids. But yeah. Yeah, I don't get no idea, and I do get they want to show people of different economic statuses. Hello, Karlak. I'm doing quite well. Hopefully you are too. No, I did not own a PSP growing up, but I did have a Nintendo DS. Right now, we are making Francine, goodness. I just made Muffy, so now I'm making Francine as an adult. Yeah, I feel like, Mr. Frensky is a lot more down to earth, so that makes sense. But yeah, no, yeah, no, always a pleasure for you to stop by, Karlek. Even if briefly. Yeah, red sweater jeans. A lot of the Arthur characters like wearing those sweaters. Or just long sleeve sweaters in general. Arthur's got one, the Brain's got one, Buster has one, Francine has one. Must have been all the raids back in the day. Might just stick with this one. Yeah, no matter how brief anyone might stay for a stream, I always appreciate it. Okay, let's try them. We'll stick with this one. Yeah, Binky, I was thinking of that. Or just Windy in Elwood City. True. Yeah, Binky I was thinking of making at some point, as well as the Brain. Also, Arthur wears what seems to be a button-up shirt as well under his sweater, so don't really see that too often, kids wearing that, so that must have been just a thing that kids wore back in Mark Brown's day. He thought he was a mutant chicken nugget. Yeah. Binky, I didn't quite catch on that Binky was supposed to be a dog either for the longest time. Is it? Yeah, mutant chicken nugget. Goodness. This is supposed to be the matching set, but I don't know. Kind of want something a little different. Yeah, we'll go back up. I didn't realize Suellum was supposed to be a cat for a while as well. Just want to find a good pair of pants. Don't want them to be super baggy. That's just me. Oh, these might work. Commander Francine is a smoker in her adult life. Probably not, because smoking is bad, kids. They're all the Arthur characters are on the straight and narrow, being on PBS. Alright, so I probably... Seems like someone that would enjoy, prefer to wear athletic shoes for comfort purposes. Francine would go to college for probably something business, related since he does own a, sportswear company. I don't know. The honest Francine seems like she might even end up getting a nice scholarship for something athletics related. Yeah, no one in Elwood City smokes or drinks because they're all, like I said, they're all on the straight and narrow, being from PBS and all. Oh, I do remember that one time there was this pretty weird screenshot for Arthur's pet business where I think Brain had a pipe in his mouth, and it's like, what? Like one of those old-timey pipes, tobacco pipes, so it's like, what the hell was that all about? Where the animators just goofing off and they forgot what they had put there. Francine's not super fashionable, but she knows how to, she knows when to dress appropriately. Like, when the occasion calls for something formal. So, won't just go in freaking sweatpants and a t-shirt. But as far as formal goes, he'd probably wear something simple. Yeah, the baby store. Goodness, DW. Honestly, yeah, Francine is rather hot-tempered, so anger management classes could probably benefit her. She's not unlike Lucy, where she threatens to pulverize people when they even slightly piss her off. Okay, Alright, let's get rid of these stockings here. I don't know about this dress. We'll see. I just want to find something fitting. Nah. Who would win in an argument, Francine or Jetta? Ain't that a toughie? I mean, considering Francine made Muffy cry when she insulted her clothes, I'd say Francine would probably win that. She just has a... she really knows how to cut deep with the insults like that. You know what? This ain't too bad. Okay. The black... Okay, what else we got here? Okay. when Francine's on a date with her sugar daddy. Or maybe the date outfit she's secretly planning for when she thinks Arthur will finally ask her out, but he never will just because he's so damn annoying and insufferable and she doesn't even realize that he's never going to ask her out because of that. Okay. No mind me. Seeing if I can't find anything good. Again. This might be good. Sleepwear. I mean, I mean, some characters I'd say are more likable than others. I feel like most of the characters do have their moments of being assholes, kind of just like kids and by extension just people in real life. Have their moments of being assholes, even the best of us, and especially kids since they're still learning and growing. But there are definitely characters I think are just kind of shitty people, really. Hmm. iPad kids? I mean, well, before they were iPad kids, they were TV kids, and that's kind of what it seems like. That their grandma is just really permissive and doesn't really do the best job of raising them. Like, I get being a single grandmother raising two hyperactive toddlers is tough. But, you know, it just seems like she's either completely oblivious or doesn't care about some of the worst things that they do. It seems like she doesn't even try, at least try to discipline them, which is no good. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, there's something on here. Sorry, I had to ban a spam bot. What did the Thors tell DW to Arthur? I don't know. Maybe he told her to call. Maybe he told her to call him a fuckface. Probably not, but it's funny to think. It's funnier that way. Got all the world flags here. He called him Caillou. Oh yeah, that would. Yeah, that would. That would just about destroy anyone. Yo. Like I said, for insufferable as DW can be, she is quite funny, like calling Yo Ma Yo Mama. And I'm sure there's a Yo Mama joke in there somewhere, but I don't want to look for it right now. Is newer Caillou better? I mean, I got no interest in watching Caillou. Even the newer one. In fact, it looks kind of horrifying to me. But I mean, I did hear through the grapevine that is better. They made him a lot less insufferable. And I mean, to be fair, I think even before that, they were starting to make him less bratty. Because you got his gray shirt era, which is the original era where pretty much all of the horrible moments of him being a brat come from. And then there was his yellow shirt era where he was just kind of more of an everyman kind of kid, I guess you could say. And some people argued that and some people would argue that it made him kind of boring by comparison, but you know what? I'd rather have a boring protagonist for my very impressionable toddler to watch than a absolute brat. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know if the new Caillou is any good. Like I said, the only thing I know about it is that the promotional images and stuff I saw of it look terrifying. But obviously that doesn't really speak for the actual quality of the show, but I'm not really interested in it. Because I don't have a kid of my own, or watch anyone else's kid, for that matter, that's in the target audience. So that's why I'm not really, not gonna be making any Bluey videos anytime soon, just because, you know, same reason. I don't doubt it's a good show, mind you, it's just that I'm not really interested in watching it without kids of my own to watch with, or watching other kids to watch with it. I mean, I guess if there are a lot of people that really want to know my opinion about Bluey or whatever, then, I mean, I guess I can watch it. It's not like it's going to do me any harm. But, I'm just not really interested beyond, I'm just not really interested beyond that. Yeah. Oh yeah, those Go Animate videos. Oh, those were all the raids back in the day, that's for sure. Like, I'm pretty sure people are still making them. Because why not? Would Francine wear Uggs? I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, poor parenting from Caillou's dad, and contrary to what some people... Oh yeah, again, it's similar to Rosie, which is why I expanded to Caillou. Of course. God, I should have realized that. But yeah, contrary to what some people think, no, I don't think that Caillou's dad should hit Caillou. I think he should do a little more than just very, than just very calmly tell him, hey, that's bad. Actually explain to him, no, you can't hurt your sister like that. That's wrong. But yeah, for some reason, whenever I criticize these characters, people think that I must want the parents to like beat them or something. No, I don't. Okay, you can discipline a kid with more ways than just, you know, believe it or not, you can discipline a kid in more ways than just physical violence. Like saying they're not allowed to have certain privileges, or they aren't allowed to do certain things until they do the chores you ask them to do. Anyways, I'm losing track of stuff. Okay. Yeah, Francine's definitely athletic. I mean, what Caillou did to his baby sister was genuinely quite dangerous, as he could have broken her skin. Since, you know, I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that baby skin, a newborn baby skin, is very delicate. So yeah, the least Caillou's dad could have done was say, like, you know, I know that's tough having a baby sister and that she needs lots of attention, but you can't just physically hurt her like that. Seems more like a biology professor. It's kind of funny. You say that. Oh yes, he likes cats. And horses, but... But still. Yeah, like I said, and just to reiterate one more time, no, I don't think Caillou's dad sort of punched Caillou in the face for doing that. I'm just saying he sort of just said more than like, oh, why'd you do that, Caillou? Like I said, actually say that, you know, while he understands why Caillou might be acting the way he is, he can't just hurt her because that's dangerous. Believe it or not, you can actually talk to kids. Believe it or not, if you actually talk to your kids, even when they're very young, they can understand. Maybe not necessarily understand the same way as an adult. I'd say she loves the outdoors. But yeah, Francine, like I said, business major. I don't know how many of them I'll send to college. He's gonna make Caillou listen to Justin Bieber. Oh, we're going back to the early 2000s now. Or 2010s, whatever. Early 2010s, whatever. But yeah, same thing with DW in her very bad mood when she kept slamming the door all night. Her parents should have done something about that, because, like, is their sleep not disrupted by her door banging? And yes, and you have a wonderful kind of day too, Red Hot Maki. Justin Bieber. Ah, it's funny. Okay, we need one more here. Where are we good? Come on, gotta think. What the hell am I gonna put in this last slot here? Oh crap, jeez. Why is it so hard just to figure out this last one I want to do? Handy. Mm. Jeez. What do I want to do here? Miss. Honestly, yeah, kind of. Jedha is the bully character, even though she's, for some reason, friends with the main cast as well. Jeez. Goodness. Yeah, Mac's kind of a dick, but I'd say he's like I said, I think he's a lot more tolerable than his owner. A bit pompous, but even he gets tired of Jedha's shit. Fuck it, we'll just put Brave here. Where was that? There it is. Yeah, dog getting tired of her shit. Crap, that's not what I wanted to do. Looks good. Thinks he likes red. Let's see, what kind of music does Prince like? Honestly, pop is kind of fitting. He does sing that one poppy song quite well. Cry what cry is due and all. Okay, now what? What do I... Thanks. Just checking out something here. Guess all these signs don't really matter too much. I mean, the only person that really mistreats her is Jedha. Like, Charlie is nice to her, and Baz is nice to her, so... I'm sure she's not real, so I wouldn't say she's being mistreated. Did I already add the sim to the bin? Yeah, probably, whatever. Yep, Nemo is definitely a tuxedo. Yeah, I always thought, might be an unpopular opinion, but I always thought it was kind of dumb that they ended up making, Nemo and Pal rivals because, at the end of this one episode, it turned out they actually did get along and they were just playing, not actually fighting like Arthur thought they were. But then it's like, nope, never mind, they're actually rivals, and it's like, why? You just don't want to see. Yeah, but then you get Arthur getting punished for stuff that he really shouldn't have. So that kind of sucks. Because, like, we kind of sympathize with Arthur when he's getting absolutely tired of DW, and yet they punish him. And DW tends to get off scot-free. That sucks. Whoops. I want to just double check stuff. Okay, just wanted to make sure everything was named do I want it to be. But yeah, that's right. Apparently all the girls they auditioned for DW, they said that their voices, apparently all their voices sounded too sweet. And they want something more brash sounding, so they went with a boy as the voice actor. I mean, I don't know. It's just part of DW's character. It's not necessarily having to do with, boys versus girls. At least I don't think so. It's like, cause DW is a pretty brash character. And they kind of want that to be conveyed with the voice. So he's kind of meant to be a brash, bratty character. This is just the, Sunset Valley from The Sims 3. So I guess you can say is more like Elwood City. $500 mile long casino. It got torn down. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, I kind of want like a smaller house. If I can find one. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'm just checking through stuff. Trying to find a nice, smaller house on a smaller side. Cause that's what I'm trying to keep with these houses for now. Nice, but still a bit on the smaller side. Let's see how this one looks. How big is this? 30 by 20. 30. Okay, this is probably the best then. Place a copy and see how it looks, at least. What in the world? Why can't I... Oh, I see now. Okay, maybe not there then. Yeah, I guess it is a little false advertising, but... Puts girlfriends and Arthur ask out in college. I mean, hey, that's close enough to college stuff, right? Okay. It's 30 by 20. Yeah, screw it. I'll just put this here. Okay, there we go. Let's see what this looks like on the inside. This is just a 2-bedroom, so it should be okay. Yeah, author instead of Arthur. Yeah, they do sound quite similar, and it is admittingly fitting. Arthur Reed, author Reed. Not to mention them both having a love of reading. Okay, this looks pretty good. This'll do. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Alright. So yeah, guess not a ton of Arthur specifically related stuff, but you know, we like to switch things up. Saving. Alright, well, here's Arthur again. Okay. Right, got to switch characters first. Or switch households, rather. So that I can customize Muffy and Francine's house. Sorry, I'm just checking something out here. Okay, right, switch households. Yeah. Yeah, well, perhaps because perhaps because it can be related to ice cream and food, Buster knows what a molecule is. Well, apparently he's a teacher, so he probably had some kind of education. I don't know if you can become a teacher with, like, I don't know if you need to get a degree to be a teacher, or if you can get some kind of certification. It just depends. Either way, he probably did some kind of, post-high school education in order to be a teacher, if not necessarily a 4-year degree. But still, he might, yeah, might not, he might find that the, hold on. Yeah, he might not find that the traditional 4-year college path is right for him, so he took another path that does work for him, and hey, that's a-okay. Yeah, we'll give you some extra monies. Yeah, they both do like cake. Perhaps he came to idolize Ratburn in part because of that. Alright. Well, yeah, we're mostly doing cosmetic-related stuff in this stream, but hey, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Maybe a bit of false advertising, but you know what? It's fine. Okay, so the Frenskys lost all their money and stuff. And I'm sure Muffy had to sell a number of her things to scrape by. Good number of her nice things to scrape by, but I'm sure she did manage to salvage a few things. Yeah, I mean, yeah, getting held back certainly isn't unheard of in real life. I mean, it happened to Binky in the actual series. Yeah, of course, what Buster really needs to learn is how to make have a consistent routine and schedule and method if he wants to continue succeeding and not just barely scraping by. Yeah, like I said, he went to jail, so mean, like I said, he went to jail, so they lost all their money, and Muffy had to scrape by, so that's what happened, at least in this situation. Yeah, I don't know what went on with 99-cent stores. There was never any near me. There were dollar stores, and still are dollar stores, Dollar Trees. No 99-cent stores, though. That must be a regional thing, since I am not in that particular region where they had them. Like I said, I think he went to jail for money laundering and other less than savory things because there is no way he became that rich just by selling used cars. And have you seen his manor? Have you seen his mansion? It looks like something a feudal lord would live in. Even if he is a successful business owner, I don't think you can get that rich just from selling used cars. There's gotta be something else at play there. But hey, that's just my theory. You think Mr. Crosswire told Dog he doesn't like Mary Moo Cow? Oh, that'd be quite funny. I'd love to see that happen. So yeah, as for where all the other adult characters are in Arthur and the finale, DW made them disappear. We'll go with that, I guess. We're just gonna cheat more money, cause why not? Funds. Do I like chocolate or vanilla more? It's a pretty good question. But, back in the day I used to say vanilla, but kinda leaning toward chocolate more. At the same time, though, sometimes I'm just in the mood for vanilla. But generally speaking, I think we'll go with, yeah, I do prefer chocolate nowadays. I did chocolate cupcakes from the Tribbles. Oh boy. Wait, what's this go? Wait, what am I doing here? We'll keep it like this in the living room. Yeah, we'll do a 4-table setup here. This table's like $20. Yeah, I don't know the exact US dollars to simoleons. Where? I don't want dog bones on there. Maybe I'll put it here. Should have a bookshelf of some kind. $60 off of Muffy's entire house. Yeah. I guess it does seem like that. Come on, I just want to figure out what a good bookshelf would be. Okay, maybe I need to make... Alright, maybe if I do it like this, I put a bookshelf along here. That could work. Kinda crammed into a corner here, but whatever. As long as it can reach it. What else? What else? What else? Could use another light somewhere. Light of the ceiling variety. In fact. Ceiling. Looks good. I think this will do nicely. I'll put a cute little flower centerpiece here. We'll move this. Yeah, I'll move this in a bit, maybe. No, maybe make more out is good. Oh, what else? What else? Living room. I think we got just about everything covered here. Maybe I'll see what kind of wall coverings we can decorate with. That calendar. Pretty cute. If I do say so myself. Yeah, I would not put above Muffy to do some underhanded tactics through college. Like, there's no way that Mr. Crosswire wasn't also doing some underhanded tactics as a businessman. Apple doesn't fall from the tree and all. Oops. There, kitten painting. Don't need this. We'll change things up with the kitchen. Yeah, I liked, Oogie's Revenge. That was fun. It is, yeah, not, you know, the best game. I wouldn't call it one of the best games ever or anything, but it's pretty solid character action adventure game. Sort of a Devil May Cry Disney edition. I guess you could almost say that was my first Devil May Cry game, but not really, but, you know. Why not? Yeah, I liked them as, but yeah, it's the one I play. Yeah, I did play as a kid and I enjoyed it. Cat litter. You don't put it here, why not? Yeah, I didn't get it when it first came out in 2005. It was a couple of years. Even back then, I didn't really get games brand new very often. Yeah, well, Muffy can shut her damn mouth because I ain't finished yet. I don't think we had a Blockbuster near where I lived, but there were other video stores, and that was always cool to visit. Accents, in fact. Definitely want toilet paper for your toilet. Yeah, Buster can be a jackass, but... You know, like I said, it's not unrealistic. Even the best of us can have our asshole moments, especially kids, with them still learning and growing. So it's appropriate for the show and all that. To make it realistic. But, you're going to, you know, you're going to have disagreements and fights with your friends even into adulthood, so it's good to learn how to resolve it when they do happen. I would buy all my games at GameStop back in the day. Nowadays, sometimes I do, but there's also other game realtors out there. There's more options nowadays, especially for used games. Especially now since GameStop does not really have that great of a used game selection anymore. Okay. Alright, we'll make this Francine's room because yeah. Francine is probably fine with a single bed, but Muffy would probably want the big bed because, you know, luxury and all that. He's already has a big ass bed even as a child, so makes enough sense he would have one even as an adult. There is a local chain near me that does sell lots of used games. Definitely a much better selection than GameStop with their used games. Hey, I'm sure she'd like a horse lamp. Dresser looks good here, I think. Put a desk back here as well. What have we got here? This seems like it'd be appropriate. Okay, what else can we put here? What else shall we put? Okay. So that, let's see what kind of wall decor we can find. That'll be nice. So some sports memorabilia is fitting. Well, should I put this, crap. Put the poster on the wrong side by accident or not? It's fine. I'll just place it again. See what other little decor items we can find. Might be good for the bedroom or just around. Let's see. Don't know how much we'll find here. Yeah, I had that Nightmare Before Christmas game on PS2. I never had an Xbox. I've always had the PS2. Let's see what's in miscellaneous. So I'll be able to find some more stuff there. Yeah, probably something here. I mean, I've had a GameCube. I had a GameCube. I think I actually was pretty late to the GameCube party, but I did eventually get one to play Harvest Moon, actually. Magical Melody. Of course, now I like other games too, but that was one of the main reasons why I wanted a GameCube. Well, ITX Sonya. No, never played any of the Metroid games. Don't know if if last one I'll ever get around to them, but you know. I'll do when I do. If I do, or you know. Whatever. Streaming for about 10 more minutes or so. That'll give me enough time to finish up decorating this house. Oh, hold on. Might as well put a cat bed in Francine's room if I can fit one in here. I realize how much space it would take. This is fine. Bedroom. Okay, what's a good bed? What's a snazzy looking bed for Ms. Crosswire? Goodness, I almost forgot her name. It's a good looking bed for Muffy Crosswire. Yeah, something like this looks about right. Actually, so probably get a ceiling light here as well. Whoops! Accidentally pressed the C button. That's okay. That is okay. ceiling lights. Just something basic. Will do. I'm just trying to find a basic ceiling light. Hmm. Eh, this'll do for now. Maybe this way instead? I guess centered would be best. For this. Alright, dresser. I usually like putting a full-length mirror in these rooms. So you can make sure you're looking good before you head out. Don't want to go walking out the door with your shirt all wonky or whatever. Now, what do we do here? Alright. Okay. See if I can fit a desk in here. No, I did have only one GameCube game. Gosh, what else do I have? I did have Super Smash Bros. Melee. I'm trying to remember all the GameCube games I have. Like I said, I was pretty late to the GameCube party, so I didn't really grow up with it. Don't know about this one. Got more memories of the PlayStation 2. There's a laptop, right? Yeah. Oh crap, we're running out of money. That's okay. We'll just cheat some more in. Okay. Almost done here. Not quite what I'm looking for. Alright, yeah, we'll put that there. Yes, I'm sure Muffy definitely likes her makeup and perfumes. Alright, I think we are just about done here now, so... As usual, thank you all very much for stopping on by, definitely means a lot, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!